Look at your Bob.
Hello, welcome to Dog Hugs. Geraldine and Robbie, hi you guys. And I know we're having audio difficulties, but Geraldine and Robbie wanted to come on and say hello and bop their heads and nod a little bit. So thank you guys for being with me, for being with our audience today. And audience, thank you. Say hello to Robbie and Geraldine, and they'll be on the chat. And we're having audio problems, storm, technical difficulties, human error. We've got it all covered. All right, thanks, you guys. All right, so today is on Dog Hugs. We're gonna get into some luring, and luring means to take some reward that the dog, in this case Spider, knows that at the top shelf of the laundry lounge are dog treats, and we're going to get out those dog treats, and we're going to do some trick training with Spider today, some luring. Now luring is pretty simple and pretty basic. So as you see, he's following the lure. I caught a fish here, and already I'm doing one trick right here on the platform. It's called a spin or a twist luring. Now the way we start luring is pretty simple. Get some food that your dog likes, and then he begins to get curious about it and follow it. Now, once he follows it, in fact, we're going to move from the laundry lounge over into the studio. Come on, Spider. Come on over into the studio here. Whoa, back up, buddy. Down. And we are going to do some luring in the studio right here. So here we go. I caught a fish. Right over here, following between my legs. Maybe you've seen Spider do one of his favorite tricks is footsies. Here he goes. We're going side to side, and we're doing that simply with luring. There's some other steps involved here, but wait there, Spider. Wait back. Wait. But I think we're hopefully beginning to get the idea. So I will often start by just dropping treats back. By dropping treats, right? Come on, Spider. Come on over here. Right around my feet to get a dog, and I'll do this at the shelters, to get a dog acclimated to being around me and being curious. Now notice that eye contact. As soon as Spider looks at me, that means I've got his eye contact, and now I can begin to actually lure him. So here we go through my legs, through the other legs, and we're doing a trick. This is called the figure eight. Eventually, the dog gets used to this, and we use what's called an air cookie, meaning I pretend that in this hand I have another cookie, and I lure it with Spider, and then with the other hand that has a treat, I pay him off. Here we go. So now we have two air cookies, and this means we're adapting this into a signal, and then at the end of the trick, he gets a reward. Now, the cool thing about a luring trick is we can start doing some motion into it. Come over here, buddy. You see, I'm moving around. Come here. Good job. And from that, we can do all kinds of tricks. Spider can be lured backwards, and eventually that can become a backup. Spider, come on over here. So here we go. Pay him off here. I'm going to walk over to the laundry lounge, get some more treats. Spider is loving today. This is going to be a big treat day for Spider. Oh boy, buddy, you are in luck, buddy. Let's go back from the laundry lounge over into the studio. Come here. Atta boy. Good job. All right. So here we go. Come on, buddy. He knows. I lure him. I can lure him up onto the feet. Eventually, he becomes really comfortable with that. I start to move a little bit. And now this trick here is called footsies. I can lure him up onto the platform right up here. Now, how do we get started with luring? So we start, Spider, stay there, to get your dog comfortable with luring, but you can actually feed your dog's meals right out of its dog food bowl with your hand. So it's mealtime. Back up, Spider. Back, back. Back, back. Good job. Wait. So instead of just giving him the whole food, I give him one treat at a time. Back up, Spider. Good job. Okay. I have a lot of focus here, as you can see, with Spider. He's very curious, but I'm not letting him control the experience. I am. So now, that's right. So now he's beginning to offer all kinds of behaviors. When a dog offers behaviors, that means that things are going really well. That means that our dog is really motivated. So if you hand feed your dog for about a week, come on, here, Spider, wait. Good job, buddy. Then your dog begins to really look to you as the source of these great rewards. And once that happens, then now you have a lure. So we do, hey, Spider, come here. Come on over here into the laundry lounge. Do it down, buddy. All right, down, come here. Down, he is so excited, as you can see. So I want to show you a video. This is an example of doing luring at the dog shelter. And I'm going to show you that right now. And we got all kinds of technology things going on here. So I'm sharing that and bringing the, oh my God. And now I'm trying to pay attention to Spider up there. So here we are. This is the very first time working with a dog at Pet Orphans. And you can see we're doing this exercise, the same exercise we were doing with Spider. And by the way, all these dogs got adopted shortly after training. This was filmed back in January, just before COVID, just before we went into lockdown over here. Come here, buddy. So little by little acclimating. Good job. So the dog is a little scared of going between my legs. And so I'm trying to do this. This trick here is called peekaboo. And so that dog, now this little Chihuahua is motivated instead of by treats, a little bit more motivated by toys. You don't always have to use treats as lures. You can use toys. So, and he loves playing. And he's also motivated by touch. He wants to be touched. So touch becomes his reward. So we try to be patient with the dog to discover what they want to do. Here, buddy. Just to see if I can find any triggers. He might be a little bit harder with the toy. But, so I'm simultaneously also trying to assess him for any behavior issues. And you may have heard me say that he may be guarding the toy, but yes, good job. Ooh, let's get this one. Oh yeah.
Of the whole facility. Yeah. Nice.
And now here's another dog who's not so motivated. Little curious to get up onto the platform. I'm trying to lure him. This big hound isn't so interesting. So watch what we do here. It's gonna. This is what he's thinking of training. So watch what we're gonna do next. He is not interested at all.
Pretty cool, huh?
So we bring out another dog who's very friendly. And now look at this dog's personality has just changed. So sometimes another dog can help lead a dog to doing some better behaviors. And suddenly our dog is up on the platform, wanting some attention. So there's all kinds of things we can do to motivate dogs. Sometimes it's another dog, sometimes it's touch, sometimes it's toys, sometimes it's treats. There's just all kinds of things that we can do to motivate our dogs to follow these lures. So we're going to take I'm going to bring in some of your wonderful comments. Hello, Bailey. Hi, Spider and Larry. Well, hello, Bailey. And hello, Sarah Smith from Saginaw. Great to see you. And Steve Collier, our good friend in Oklahoma. Look at that tail go. Yep. And Steve and Felicia Foy, who've been guests on the show. They're amazing trick trainers out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. How are you and your dogs doing? Mark is going awesome. I like that. Yep. And very sweet. And we got another off from Bailey. And hello, we have some nice emojis. So good with tricks and smart. And yep, these dogs got adopted. My neighbor Nora, that's how kittens play, toys and fetch, smart thinking. And if you folks are cat lovers, be sure to join us on our cat show that Robbie hosts. I'm going to bring Robbie onto the screen so she can silently wave because, hi, Robbie. So we can hear you now.
Oh, you can? Yeah.
Geraldine, can we hear you?
I don't know. I don't think.
My gosh, I can hear you. Nice. You guys fixed it. Thank you so much.
We worked our magic by doing nothing.
I was getting really tired going like this.
That is great news. Now, I'm reluctant to play another video because maybe it's all going to get fouled up again. But we're going to go right back. You know what? We're going to take a I'm going to take a risk here. I am going to try and play a video here and see if it'll still work. Robbie, this is Supermodel of the Week. Tell the folks what's going on with Supermodel of the Week, what that's about.
So the way we get our Supermodel of the Week is we take all of the dogs of the day, tally them up, the number of likes, comments, and shares that they received. Then we pick the top 5 to be our Supermodels of the Week. Of those 5, number 1 is named the top supermodel, and his or her photo is at the top of our Facebook page for the week. So what people can do is send in a photo of their dog to our
Just
Facebook
post it
page.
on the Facebook page.
Put it on the Facebook page, put your dog's name, then we put it on the page, share it so all the world can see it, and then your dog might be the next supermodel.
Yes. Here we go. Here are our top 5 winners. Carolina. What kind of dog is that, Geraldine?
It's a Pekingese.
And Jigsy.
Is that a Pekingese?
Yeah. Tucker.
Or a
A chin, maybe.
A chin. Japanese chin. My apology. That was a Japanese chin.
Romy, and bravo to all of our finalists. Who's going to be our winner this week?
Drumroll.
Drumroll. It is Wilson. What kind of dog is Wilson?
So we've decided that Wilson is some type of a Shar-Pei possibly mixed with maybe, we were thinking Saint Bernardish, houndish, because of that big boxy nose.
Yeah.
It helps me to have video. That Japanese chin in the morning, or in the early in the beginning of this, was just adorable. This one is so big and burly. It's so fun to see the different sizes of dogs people are sending to us, all their favorites, all their besties. I'll call them their best BFFF, best furry friend forever.
I love that.
So I'd love whoever. So the owner of Wilson, if you would please send us some video. I'd love to hear more on the breed background, because a Japanese chin is easily spotted, but this breed looks to me like a little bit of a mix. So I'm really looking forward to hearing more. Please reach out.
We love mystery mutts.
The all-American mutts are my favorite.
We got a great comment from Steve. I was asking him how he and Felicia and all the dogs are doing. We are doing good. And then, they are adorable. Thank you for joining us here.
They're adorable.
All right. So why is Spider being so good? Because
truth be told,
he has a stuffed Kong. Hey, Spider, do you want to show us your stuffed Kong? Nope.
I want to borrow it or something.
Yeah, that's right. So instead, what we'll do is we'll show a little demo of some other simple luring tricks that that Spider's going to do, and these are all basically taught from luring.
Come on, buddy. Get through. Good boy. Get through. Get through. And back. Back.
So you can just teach this by luring.
Around. Good job. Come on in
It's
here.
a lot of practice, but it doesn't take a lot of practice every day. It takes a little practice every day, unless you have a lot of time. Some people do have that a lot of time, but definitely it takes a little time every day with consistency, and your dog can be doing this relatively quickly, right, Larry?
Yeah, absolutely. Dogs learn best in small spurts rather than really long classes. And so it's even if we're doing like 5 minutes a day, it's really something that you can do to move your dog's training forward. And one of the benefits of doing all this training, it's not just for our amusement, but it actually gives the dog an enriched life, makes them less likely to get into trouble, Spider. And when I work with shelter dogs, it makes them more adoptable. In fact, dog tricks save lives.
They definitely
They do.
Yeah, and Steve is agreeing. Very true. Steve, I'm just going to say you're agreeing with everything we just said. Where do we want to go with luring from here?
I would love for you to dazzle us with your knowledge, and I'll include a little bit more about the dog's nose and their sense of smell. And to kick it off, I'll say dogs have about 1,500 taste buds. We have 9,000. So all of those sensory receptors have been redirected up into, as their species, up into their nose. It's part of the way they live, the way they survive. It's how they create a strategy about how they're going to do something. By the smells that are around them, they can read and do a lot with that. So I would love for Larry to go into some of that, and also show when he's, we'll actually go into a little bit of that first.
Yeah, it's so true. Maybe you've even noticed, that when we were in the laundry lounge, Spider was up here smelling where the treats were. There are times when sometimes their hearing is pretty good too.
Oh, yes. The cattle dog hearing. Not
So, yeah, the dog's nose is constructed a bit differently than ours. If you look real closely on the sides of a dog's nose are these slits, and that helps with the airflow. The air comes in this way and can come out this way, so that over time, the sensory receptors that are up through the nostrils. I'm not going to put my finger up my nose.
Why
not? Might get stuck. That's why.
your friend
Again.
can't pick your friend's clothes. Is that what you're saying? Here, good for you. Just kidding.
Well said.
Airflow through
airflow. That's what it was.
And one of the cool things about that is dogs are one of the species that can breathe in and out at the same time to collect enough of the organic compound or chemical that's in the air to be able to help them make a decision about what they're going to do or what's going on.
Well said. So then it comes out, and it's not it. Also, there's another organ, and I'm blanking on the name of it. Maybe you recall it. Pardon me?
The amygdala?
Before the brain amygdala, there's this other sensory area.
Is it memory sensory? Is it the hippocampus, the memory organ?
Before the brain, there's this other gland. And I forget the name of it, but it is. But we humans don't have that gland. That's why we can't remember.
The pineal gland?
Something like that. Anyhow.
So much fun.
It's specially devoted to really understanding and sorting smells. And we don't even have it. So not only do they have more cell receptors that are specifically for the intake of air, but once they get up there, it goes into this gland that we don't even have, and then it tells the brain what to do, the tongue what to do, the rest of the body what to do. So, and then when it comes out, again, comes out a lot through the slits of the nose, which means that it doesn't make double duty on these receptors here and wear them down over time. They stay sharper. So it's just, the dog's nose is amazing.
It sure is.
Yeah. Hey, want to say thank you to Theo. What a lovely comment. This is such a nice show. Thanks, you three. Thank you, Theo. We really enjoy having you with us today.
Thank you, Theo.
Yeah. Let's go in today's shelter shout out. But before we do, we're going to do more of these dog training and dog tricks shows. And Geraldine is expert on our etiquette, our dog behavior. So we can really help answer most of the questions that you might have. We love receiving your questions. And Robbie being our cat expert, we've got cats covered. So you are in good hands, folks.
What questions we may not have the exact answer for,
we'll ask Steve Collier. That's who we know.
We'll find the answer for you. We have so many. We are so lucky to be surrounded by such a great support system in the animal community that if we can't answer it, we know who can.
That's right.
And so,
we love those little research projects. So it's your turn to stump the band, folks.
I would love for someone to stump me, wouldn't you, Larry?
That would be great.
They're my favorite. So please bring them on. We're ready. Yeah. We're ready to dig up the answers for you.
Great. Today's shelter shout out, I'm going with Pet Orphans, where you saw this film working with shelter dogs. And again, that was on their very first day of training. Dogs can be taught tricks on their very first day of training. It saves their lives. And thank you, Pet Orphans, for allowing me to come in there and test my wacky theories. Dog tricks do save lives. And thank you for introducing me to Spider. You may know, I adopted him from one of my film sets. He was the dog who didn't get adopted. On as a challenge, and then he took my heart.
So Larry, I know you didn't get the memo, but you got we wore the same color shirt. We're going with the same rescue today. I am shouting out Pet Orphans as well. I'm so proud of them. I'm so honored to be able to work with Spider. It's the fact that they gave him a chance and that Larry was there to give Spider and many other dogs a real great chance at life. I really am shouting out to all of you.
That is
for all
really
you
beautiful. Yes.
I'm going to go with Pet Orphans because when I was out in California, Larry, you took me there to meet the director and we got a tour and it was very cool to see where Spider came from.
Yeah, that was. I remember that trip well. You know, that wasn't long after I adopted Spider, as I recall.
Oh, it wasn't? I didn't know that.
I'm trying to remember. Maybe it was a year in, but
okay.
I remember you're asking before you came out. Is it scary? I mean, he's got a name Spider. It's scary. And I kind of said, well, what is you're looking for, my friend?
He went to herd. He herded me into the corner. He herded me down the stairs. He does his job well.
That's right.
He did that job well, is what
he did. He did.
Now the reintroduction of the new Spider, Robbie will probably be like, "What happened?"
That's right. What did you do with that wild dog?
A new dog inside of there wearing a spider costume.
Robbie, are you continue the shelter shout out and make it trifecta?
Yep.
Make it trifecta. Pet Orphans.
Thank you,
folks. Great. Oh, look at this here from Blue Shirts. Look like the hunk in town. I have an admirer here, Manish. Thank you.
You are a hunka, Larry. That's
there you go.
You, Blue.
And neighbor Nora has given us big heart. Well, big heart to you too.
Right back at you, sister.
Yeah, this is neighbor Nora. Y'all do great work, Steve. Oh, we're just going to shine the mirror right back up to you, Steve, and make a huge difference. Dogs, cats, and people. And believe it or not, people too. I can read. People save the dogs and cats, and those animals turn around and make a huge difference in our lives. Amen, brother. Can't wait to have you and Felicia and your amazing dogs back on the show. Folks, Steve Collier and Felicia in Tulsa, they rescue dogs and do amazing training with them. And they usually perform all over the country this time. And often with friends of the show, Chris and Suhey Parandi, the Stunt Dog Show. So there we go. All right. So as we wrap up for today, let's go into gratitude and blessings. And for those people who may be triggered by the word blessing, that it may be too religious for you, we also add the word gift. What's the gratitude? What's the gift? And please let us know, who is the gift, or who do you want to give a gift to today? Geraldine, Robbie, who would you like to give a gift to today?
I'm going to have to ponder.
Go ahead, Robbie. Or do you want to ponder?
I'm going to have to ponder.
TM, I know who TM called. This is Ted, right? This show brightens my day. Thank you. Ted is an amazing engineer and he investigates patents. I think this is Ted. Great, Ted. All right.
I'd like to thank my weatherman, who is going to be, I have much gratitude for him. His name is Bill Hurlbrink. He is he has an amazing presence, not only on our TV station for our city and our area, but he also is becoming one of our weathermen. And I love his energy. I love the fact that he warned us we were going to have a storm this morning, which caused a little havoc in our Wi-Fi in our neighborhood and a lot of trees down. So I'm really grateful for him, and he'll be a guest very soon to discuss his history, how he became the voice of the Wildcats, the Kansas State Wildcats football team, and there's a lot of neat information about him. He's been an animal lover his whole life.
I can't wait to meet him. That'll be a treat.
So I'm really grateful for my weatherman.
I'm grateful to all of our viewers, everybody that tunes in, that watches the show, that leaves us all these comments and interacts with us. I mean, that's what really makes the show, that we get to answer their questions and see what they say. So that's who I'm grateful for today.
And Ted says, right. I guess right, Ted. And Sarah says, this is a very nice show. You're right, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah, and congratulations to you. I believe you have reached a little nice milestone in your life, and maybe you'll share that with us publicly one day. But congratulations to you. I loved receiving your messages, and you are pretty fantastic. So thank you.
My gratitude. We've got one more. Puppy! My gratitude today goes to my Monday morning public speaking group. They gave me the word gift this morning, and I couldn't wait to share it with all y'all. So thank you for that gift of the gift in all things that you do. Folks, we really enjoy being with you and having you be with us that we all be together during these very strange and uncertain times. What are certain times, by the way?
I've never.
Well,
they've all been magical.
Thank you for inviting us into your lives, and we look forward to sharing again with you tomorrow. Bye, all.
Bye, everybody.